Welcome to Caddie Quick Clips, the quick guide to successful drawing and modelling with Caddie. Let's take a look at how we can use the clone tool from within the Caddie global edits commands to change the properties of single objects or groups of objects within our drawings, and also to set the parameters of things that we're going to draw from then on. But before we do that, let's just take a little look at our sampler. We'll start with something as simple as lines and polylines. Just do a regen there to make everything nice and smooth. That's pressing R on the keyboard, and we'll pick an object. We've got the object properties there. If you don't have the object properties shown, you can right click and go to object properties, and here we'll see that we have the properties which we can change within our drawing. So just doing a regen there on our drawing will produce the updated properties. With objects such as lines and polylines, we have the pen color, we have the line style, we also have a line style scale. And as we move across here to these batting line styles, we'll see that whilst the line style itself is the same, so using line style 104 there, batting, if we come to the next one, it uses a scale of 100, whereas this one is at 50. Now if we're wanting to take those properties, if we were to use the lines parameter get and choose those particular properties, and then say just draw a line style, or just draw a line there, you'll see that it looks from this distance if it's continuous. If we zoom right in and do a regen, we'll see that then the line style itself starts to appear. Select the line style, and there it is, line style 1. If we change that to 50 and then zoom out, we'll see that in actual fact it is the same as previously. But rather than have to go through and change all of these individually, what we can do is use the clone tool. So let's come down to our clone tool, so it's in the global edits, clone. If we pick an object now, we have the choice of the pen color, the line style scaling, and the layer, which is also potentially useful for us. The thickness too, so if we have lines that have very definite thicknesses on them, we'll pick that up too. And we can choose to set the current parameters, so for things that we're going to draw in future, and also change objects that we have in our drawing, so scope, things that we can see within our drawing there. We can tag particular objects using marking. We can drag a rectangle or a polygon around the area enclosing the objects we wish to change, or the patterns or groups of objects. So here we're choosing object, and I'm going to say OK to that, and if I pick on a particular object, you'll see that it will change those individually. Okay, if we go back to our lines and now draw, you'll see that we get everything including the line style scale on that. Now the same or similar applies with things like hatching, for instance. If we were to choose the hatch parameter get, then what we would do is just take some of the properties, so not all of the ones, including things like layer, for instance. Whereas using the clone tool, so again global edits, clone, we can pick a particular type of hatch and apply it to objects as before. We can also have specific properties that we can choose from as well, so we can pick these individually, or we can select all, and if we OK those, you see that we can change them simply by picking on them. So just doing an undo and go back to where we were with our drawing, and if we choose the clone tool once again, pick our hatch type, select all of the individual properties, OK to that, drag our rectangle around, and we've changed them all. We can do a similar sort of thing with our dimensions too. So if we choose clone and pick on a particular dimension style, select all the individual properties, we'll apply it just to an object in this case, and choose those particular dimensions, we'll see that we can change those properties. With text, same sort of thing, so if we pick our text here, we'll select all of the individual properties once again, OK to that, and we've changed our text. It's included the properties apart from the one for the underline. If we just escape from there which we can do with a right click and abort, or just press escape on the keyboard. If we pick our text here, you'll see that there is an underlined option on our object properties. If we say no to that, it will remove that for us. So that's using clone to affect individual and groups of objects within our drawing, and to set the properties of new objects that we wish to draw.
For more information on Caddie, go to www.caddiesoftware.com.